A quick and fast-paced episode today. We're going to tie up some loose ends that were hanging out there from the last season and also get you into the next season. On the recruiting front, there you see where we ended up. We set a goal to achieve a pipeline in Oklahoma, also California and Louisiana. We came up one short, but we did sign 2 guys in each area. So we've got some work to do there. Our focus on recruiting is going to be on the defensive side of things. We're losing some key guys on the line, especially on the ends and at D tackle, basically everywhere on the D line. At linebacker, we've got to find some guys to fill in there, and so that's going to be our focus. But luckily, as you see, we've pretty much got our run of the place. We can kind of pick and choose whatever we want. After winning a national championship, you don't have to work that hard. You really almost have to work extra hard just to kind of weed out and focus in on what you want. And so as you're seeing right here, there's plenty of opportunities for us, chances for us to be wise about what states we go into if we just take from the state of Texas, or if we specifically ignore some Texas guys trying to build pipelines elsewhere, as we've obviously mentioned in the past. So that's going to be a strategy. It goes without saying. We're in the middle of scouting guys at this point. The recruiting board is set up. We're going to focus on a lot of athletes as well, as I'm showing you some D ends, some D tackles, some middle linebackers, some guys that you may become familiar with as the season wears on, but also a renewed focus in just going after some athletes. I'm going to expand on that a little bit. One of you guys had that suggestion, and I really like that idea. On the depth chart side of things, not a lot of changes, but you see Chris Gunn, the true freshman. I'm going to bump him up to the number 2 spot, and you'll see here I'm going to show you a few plays in what I'm just going to call the spring game, and you're going to see some live action, and you'll see Chris Gunn in action. He is a big-time speed back. I want to get him on the field, and so what we're doing is we're expanding the spread option attack that we have here at Texas. Instead of just running the same offense that we did last year, I'm going to enhance that and zoom out and make it more of just a true spread option attack. It'll allow me to get more backs on the field at a time. And so you'll get a little bit of a glimpse of that and what that might look like. It brings more of a balanced attack to the read option where we can run it either way at any given time. And so I'm excited to show you that and to get your feedback. So let me know what you think of the, and it's really not new offense, it's just an expanded, widened, I guess enhanced in my opinion. It's more specialized and more fitting, at least in my opinion, for what we have and the skills that we have on offense. So defensively, I think we're going to be loaded this year, as you've seen as I've just kind of scrolled through the depth chart so far. We've got guys in the mid to high 80s, guys in the 90s, especially on the defensive line. Linebacker is going to be a weakness for us. And the offensive line, we've got some seniors there that are going to be fairly strong. But as a unit, I'm kind of concerned there that the offensive line is not going to get as good of a push as they got last year. I'm not quite sure how the running game is going to work this year. And you see the teams we're going to be going up against. It's not going to be a cakewalk for us. We are going to be taking on BYU, a ranked squad. We're going to be taking on them mid-season. And then after opening up with North Texas, taking a week off, we are going to face number 10 UCLA, and that's going to be in Jerry World. That's going to be at Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the Cowboys Kickoff Classic, whatever they call that nowadays. So that's a big game, an exciting game. It's as close to a bowl game atmosphere as you can get, or a playoff atmosphere as you can possibly find to start the season off. Granted, it's not the first game. So here you go. Looking into what I'm going to call the spring game. There is Chris Gunn. There's the quick, speedy, true freshman. Not going to redshirt him. I'm going to play him. I want his fast feet. I want his big play, his game-breaking potential on the field. I like the 1-2 combo, that thunder and lightning. Chris Warren is a big, powerful punch. And Chris Gunn, we got Chris and Chris. Chris Gunn is more of the speedy back. And, of course, Tyrone Swoopes. He's a game breaker himself with his legs. There's a lot to be learned, a lot of growth to be had with his arm, though. He's still a bit of an interception machine, but we're working on that. Maybe with this refined offense, maybe we'll find that there's a little bit better pass routes, better options there as far as throwing it down the field, and easier reads for him. I think that's the main thing here, is not making him sit back and try to read in the pocket, giving him some play action and also some easier reads to throw down the field. So there you go. You see some of the new faces on defense. Like I said, fast-paced, quick hitting, a lot of loose ends tied up, and I'm ready to get things started. I know you guys enjoyed the first season. The off-season's fun, recruiting's fun, but there's nothing quite like playing the game. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. The next episode's coming to you soon. We'll see you then.